On March 19th and 20th, 1997, Marshall Applewhite taped himself speaking of mass suicide and asserted it was the only way to evacuate this earth. The Heaven's Gate group was against suicide, but they believed they had no choice but to leave Earth as quickly as possible. After claiming that a spacecraft was trailing the comet Hale-Bopp, Applewhite convinced 38 followers to commit suicide so that their souls could board the supposed aircraft. Applewhite believed that after their deaths, a U.F.O. would take their souls to, quote, another level of existence above human, end quote, which Applewhite described as being both physical and spiritual. This and other UFO-related beliefs held by the group have led some observers to characterize the group as a type of UFO religion. In October 1996, the group purchased alien abduction insurance to cover up to 50 members at a cost of $10,000. The cult rented a 9,200 square foot mansion located at 18241 Colina Norte, later changed to Paso Victoria, in a gated community of upscale homes in the San Diego area community of Rancho Santa Fe, California, from Sam Kuchtasfani, paying $7,000 per month in cash. The 38 Heaven's Gate members, plus another group leader, Applewhite, were found dead in the home on March 26, 1997. In the heat of the California spring, many of the bodies had begun to decompose by the time they were discovered. The corpses underwent autopsies where cyanide and arsenic were found. The bodies were later cremated. The suicide was accomplished by ingestion of phenobarbital mixed with applesauce or pudding, washed down with vodka. Additionally, plastic bags were secured around their heads after ingesting the mix to induce asphyxiation. Authorities found the dead lying neatly in their own bunk beds, faces and torsos covered by a square purple cloth. Each member carried a $5 bill and 3 quarters in their pockets. All 39 were dressed in identical blue shirts and sweatpants, brand new blue and white Nike Windrunner athletic shoes, and armband patches reading, quote, Heaven's Gate, away team. One of the many instances of the group's use of the Star Trek fictional universe's nomenclature. The adherents, between the ages of 26 and 72, are believed to have died in 3 groups over 3 successive days, with remaining participants cleaning up after each prior group's death. 15 members died on March 24th, 15 more on March 25th, and 9 on March 26th. Leader Applewhite was the third to last member to die. 2 women remained after him and were the only ones found without bags over their heads. One of the group's members did not kill himself. Weeks before the suicides, Rio D'Angelo agreed with Applewhite to leave the group so he could ensure future dissemination of Heaven's Gate videos and literature. He videotaped the mansion in Rancho Santa Fe. However, the tape was not shown to police until 2002, 5 years after the event. The mass death of the Heaven's Gate group was widely publicized in the media as an example of cult suicide. 2 former members of Heaven's Gate, Wayne Cook and Charlie Humphreys, later committed suicide in a similar manner to the group. Humphreys had survived a suicide pact with Cook in May 1997, but successfully committed suicide in February 1998.